Let's talk about performance appraisal. The objective of this section is to discuss performance appraisal techniques and performance feedback. Performance appraisal is the evaluation of employees' current and potential levels of performance to allow managers to make unbiased human resources decisions. Performance appraisal has three main objectives. First, managers use performance appraisals to let workers know how well they are doing and how they can improve in the future. Second, it provides an effective basis for distributing rewards, such as pay raises and promotions. Third, it helps the organization monitor its employees' selection, training, and development activities, as shown in Figure 9.3. The techniques and methods for appraising employee performance are either objective or judgmental in nature. Objective methods use some measurable quantity as the basis for assessing performance. Units of output, dollar volumes of sales, number of defective products, and number of insurance claims processed are all objective measurable quantities. Such objective measures may require adjustment depending on the work environment to take into account circumstances that may be hidden by a purely statistical measure. Judgmental appraisal methods are used much more frequently than objective methods. They require that the manager judge or estimate the employee's performance level. The use of rating scales is the most popular judgmental appraisal technique. A rating scale consists of a number of statements on which each employee is rated based on the degree to which the statement applies. The ratings on all the statements are added to obtain the employee's total evaluation. Managers must be cautious if they are to avoid making mistakes when appraising employees. It is common to overuse one portion of an evaluation instrument, thus overemphasizing or underemphasizing issues. A manager must guard against allowing an employee's poor performance on one activity to influence his or her judgment of that subordinate's work on other activities. Similarly, putting too much weight on recent performance can distort an employee's evaluation. Finally, a manager must guard against discrimination on the basis of race, age, gender, religion, national origin, or sexual orientation. No matter which appraisal technique is used, the results should be discussed with the employee soon after completion. The information provided to an employee in such discussions is called performance feedback, and the process is known as a performance feedback interview. There are three major approaches to performance feedback interviews. 1. In a tell and sell feedback interview, the superior tells the employee how good or bad the employee's performance has been and attempts to persuade the employee to accept the evaluation. Because the employee has no input, this type of interview can result in defensiveness, resentment, and frustration on the employee's part. 2. With the tell and listen approach, the supervisor tells the employee what the employee has done right and wrong, and then gives him or her a chance to respond. The subordinate may simply be given an opportunity to react to the supervisor's statements, or may be permitted to offer a full self-assessment. 3. In the problem-solving approach, employees evaluate their own performance and set their own goals for future performance. The supervisor is more of a colleague than a judge and offers comments and advice in a non-critical manner. This is the method most likely to result in employee commitment to the established goals. Another approach that has become popular is called a 360-degree evaluation, which collects anonymous reviews about an employee from his or her peers, subordinates, and supervisors, and then compiles them into a feedback report for the employee. Many managers find it difficult to discuss the negative aspects of an appraisal, leading them to ignore performance feedback. However, it is important for employees to be informed of how they can improve. Without feedback, an employee may be unaware of his or her weaknesses, and they will never be addressed.